Here's a list of 25 iconic actors from the golden age of Hollywood, roughly the 1910s to the early 1960s. These stars helped define classic cinema. White medium star male actors. Humphrey Bogart was one of the most iconic actors of Hollywood's golden age, known for his tough guy persona, sharp wit, and magnetic screen presence. Born in 1899, Bogart started his career on the stage before transitioning to film in the 1930s. He rose to stardom with his breakout role in The Maltese Falcon, 1941, where he played the hard-boiled detective Sam Spade. This role, along with his unforgettable performance as Rick Blaine in Casablanca, 1942, cemented his legacy as a legendary leading man. Bogart became synonymous with film noir, often portraying morally complex characters with a sense of stoic charm. Off-screen, he was known for his marriage to actress Lauren Bacall, with whom he shared sizzling on-screen chemistry. In 1999, the American Film Institute ranked him the greatest male star of classic American cinema. Bogart's influence endures as a symbol of timeless cool and classic Hollywood charisma. Clark Gable was one of the most celebrated leading men of Hollywood's golden age, often referred to as the King of Hollywood. Born in 1901, Gable's charisma, rugged charm, and commanding screen presence made him a favorite among audiences and studios alike. He gained fame in the 1930s and solidified his star status with his Oscar-winning performance in It Happened One Night, 1934, a romantic comedy classic. However, it was his portrayal of Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind, 1939, that became his most iconic role, delivering the legendary line, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." Gable starred alongside many of the era's top actresses, including Jean Harlow, Joan Crawford, and Vivien Leigh. Off-screen, he was known for his down-to-earth demeanor and tragic love story with actress Carole Lombard. Gable's legacy continues to endure as a symbol of old Hollywood glamour, masculinity, and star power. James Stewart was one of the most beloved and versatile actors of Hollywood's golden age, known for his everyman charm, sincerity, and emotional depth. Born in 1908, Stewart's career spanned over 5 decades and included a wide range of roles in dramas, comedies, thrillers, and westerns. He gained early acclaim in Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, 1939, and won an Academy Award for The Philadelphia Story, 1940. One of his most iconic roles came in It's a Wonderful Life, 1946, where he portrayed George Bailey, a man pushed to the brink who discovers the true value of his life. Stewart was a frequent collaborator with director Alfred Hitchcock, starring in classics like Rear Window, 1954, and Vertigo, 1958. A real-life war hero and decorated World War II bomber pilot, Stewart brought authenticity to every performance. His legacy remains strong as a symbol of integrity, warmth, and timeless American values. Cary Grant was the epitome of suave sophistication and charm during Hollywood's golden age. Born in 1904 in England, he brought a unique blend of wit, elegance, and comedic timing to the silver screen. Grant began his career in vaudeville before transitioning to film in the 1930s, quickly becoming one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. Known for his impeccable style and charismatic presence, he starred in a wide range of genres, from screwball comedies like Bringing Up Baby, 1938, to thrilling suspense films like North by Northwest, 1959, directed by Alfred Hitchcock. His collaborations with Hitchcock, including Notorious and To Catch a Thief, showcased his ability to balance charm with mystery. Though he never won a competitive Academy Award, he received an honorary Oscar in 1970 for his lifetime of work. Cary Grant remains a timeless icon, admired for his effortless grace, humor, and enduring screen legacy. Spencer Tracy was one of the most respected and naturalistic actors of Hollywood's golden age. Born in 1900, he rose to prominence in the 1930s and maintained a powerful screen presence throughout his long career. Tracy was known for his understated, realistic acting style, which made his performances deeply authentic and emotionally resonant. He won back-to-back Academy Awards for Captain's Courageous, 1937, and Boys Town, 1938, becoming the first actor to do so. Tracy frequently collaborated with Katharine Hepburn, forming one of cinema's most iconic screen partnerships, appearing in 9 films together, including Adam's Rib and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, 1967. That final film, released shortly after his death, remains one of his most moving performances. Off-screen, Tracy was known for his quiet demeanor and personal struggles, but on-screen he radiated strength, intelligence, and quiet dignity. His legacy endures as a benchmark for powerful, natural acting. Gary Cooper was a quintessential leading man of Hollywood's golden age, known for his quiet strength, stoic demeanor, and all-American presence. Born in 1901 in Montana, Cooper began his film career in silent movies and smoothly transitioned into talkies, quickly becoming a major star. He excelled in roles that emphasized integrity, courage, and humility, often playing reluctant heroes. Cooper won 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor, first for Sergeant York, 1941, where he portrayed a real-life World War I hero, and later for his iconic role in High Noon, 1952, as a principled marshal facing danger alone. His naturalistic acting style and modest persona made him relatable to audiences and admired by peers. Cooper also starred in classics like Mr. Deeds Goes to Town and The Pride of the Yankees. Admired for his authenticity on and off screen, Gary Cooper remains a timeless symbol of classic American heroism in film. Errol Flynn was the definitive swashbuckling hero of Hollywood's golden age, best known for his charismatic roles in action-adventure films. Born in 1909 in Tasmania, Flynn burst onto the Hollywood scene with Captain Blood, 1935, quickly becoming Warner Brothers' top leading man. He cemented his legend with The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938, where his athleticism, charm, and devil-may-care attitude made him the perfect rogue hero. With his trademark grin, effortless style, and fencing skills, Flynn became synonymous with high-spirited adventure and romantic bravado. He frequently starred alongside Olivia de Havilland, forming one of the era's most beloved screen pairings. Though he faced personal scandals and a reputation for off-screen excess, his performances remained magnetic and full of energy. Later roles showed more depth, but he'll forever be remembered swinging from chandeliers, sword in hand. Errol Flynn remains an enduring symbol of classic Hollywood glamour and daring escapism. Gregory Peck was one of the most admired and dignified actors of Hollywood's golden age, celebrated for his strong moral presence and commanding performances. Born in 1916, Peck brought a quiet intensity and integrity to his roles, often portraying principled, heroic characters. His most iconic role came in To Kill a Mockingbird, 1962, where he played Atticus Finch, a compassionate lawyer standing against racial injustice. The role earned him an Academy Award and remains one of the most respected portrayals in film history. Peck also starred in classics like Roman Holiday, 1953, opposite Audrey Hepburn, The Guns of Navarone, 1961, and Gentleman's Agreement, 1947, a film tackling anti-Semitism. Off-screen, Peck was known for his activism, humanitarian work, and statesmanlike demeanor. With his tall frame, resonant voice, and moral gravitas, Gregory Peck became a symbol of decency and nobility in cinema, leaving a legacy defined by both talent and character. Fred Astaire was a groundbreaking performer and one of the most influential figures in Hollywood's golden age, particularly known for his extraordinary talent as a dancer, singer, and actor. Born in 1899, Astaire revolutionized dance in film with his smooth, graceful style and innovative choreography. His partnership with Ginger Rogers became legendary, with the duo starring in a series of successful musicals, including Top Hat, 1935, and Swing Time, 1936, which are still regarded as some of the best dance films ever made. Astaire's elegance, precision, and effortless charm set a new standard for movie musicals, influencing generations of performers. His contributions went beyond just dancing. His ability to seamlessly blend musical numbers with narrative made him a pioneer in integrating song and dance into storytelling. With his signature moves and impeccable timing, Fred Astaire remains an enduring icon, forever associated with elegance and the magic of classic Hollywood musicals. Glowing star female actresses Katharine Hepburn was one of the most iconic and versatile actresses of Hollywood's golden age. Born in 1907, she became known for her independent spirit, sharp wit, and strong screen presence. Hepburn defied traditional Hollywood glamour with her unconventional beauty and fearless approach to roles. She first gained widespread recognition with her performance in Morning Glory, 1933, which earned her an Academy Award. Over the years, she won 4 Oscars, the most of any actor or actress, for films like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, 1967, and On Golden Pond, 1981. Hepburn's best-known works include The Philadelphia Story, 1940, where she starred alongside Cary Grant and James Stewart, and the screwball comedy Bringing Up Baby, 1938, where she was paired with Grant again. Known for her collaboration with Spencer Tracy, Hepburn's legacy is defined by her groundbreaking performances, independent spirit, and lasting impact on Hollywood. Bette Davis was one of the most powerful and transformative actresses of Hollywood's golden age, known for her bold performances and fierce independence. Born in 1908, Davis built a reputation for playing complex, strong-willed, and often unlikable women, roles few actresses dared to take at the time. She won 2 Academy Awards for Dangerous, 1935, and Jezebel, 1938, and earned a total of 10 nominations over her career. One of her most iconic roles came in All About Eve, 1950, where she portrayed the sharp-tongued, aging stage actress Margot Channing, delivering one of cinema's most memorable lines, "Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night." Off-screen, Davis was outspoken and famously battled Warner Brothers over creative control, paving the way for future actors to fight for better roles. With her intense eyes, clipped diction, and fearless choices, Bette Davis left an indelible mark on film history. Ingrid Bergman was one of the most luminous and talented actresses of Hollywood's golden age, known for her natural beauty, emotional depth, and powerful screen presence. Born in Sweden in 1915, she captivated international audiences with her honest, understated acting style. Bergman rose to Hollywood fame with Casablanca, 1942, where she starred as Ilsa Lund opposite Humphrey Bogart in one of cinema's most iconic romances. She went on to collaborate with Alfred Hitchcock in films like Spellbound, 1945, and Notorious, 1946, showcasing her ability to blend vulnerability with quiet strength. Bergman won 3 Academy Awards during her career, including for Gaslight, 1944, and Anastasia, 1956, and later for Murder on the Orient Express, 1974. Though her personal life stirred scandal, her talent and grace kept her beloved by audiences worldwide. Ingrid Bergman's legacy remains that of a timeless star whose performances continue to move and inspire generations of film lovers. Audrey Hepburn was a beloved actress and fashion icon of Hollywood's golden age, admired for her grace, charm, and elegance. Born in 1929 in Belgium, she rose to fame with her Academy Award-winning performance in Roman Holiday, 1953, where she portrayed a runaway princess opposite Gregory Peck. Hepburn quickly became a symbol of timeless beauty and sophistication, especially through her iconic role as Holly Golightly in Breakfast at Tiffany's, 1961, which defined her as a cultural icon. With her delicate features, expressive eyes, and slender frame, she brought a unique presence to the screen, balancing vulnerability, wit, and strength. Her other notable films include Sabrina, 1954, Funny Face, 1957, and My Fair Lady, 1964. Beyond acting, Hepburn dedicated much of her later life to humanitarian work with UNICEF. Her legacy endures not just through her classic performances, but also through her enduring influence on fashion, film, and philanthropy. Grace Kelly was the embodiment of elegance and refinement during Hollywood's golden age, known for her cool beauty, poise, and natural acting talent. Born in 1929 in Philadelphia, she quickly rose to stardom in the early 1950s with her work in both drama and suspense films. Kelly's most iconic performances came from her collaboration with director Alfred Hitchcock in Dial M for Murder, 1954, Rear Window, 1954, and To Catch a Thief, 1955, where she starred alongside Cary Grant. Her ability to combine sophistication with emotional depth made her a standout among her peers. In 1955, she won an Academy Award for Best Actress for The Country Girl, proving her range extended beyond glamorous roles. In 1956, she retired from acting at age 26 to marry Prince Rainier III of Monaco, becoming Princess Grace. Despite her brief film career, Grace Kelly remains a timeless icon of beauty, class, and cinematic grace. Joan Crawford was one of the most enduring and dynamic stars of Hollywood's golden age, known for her fierce ambition, commanding screen presence, and dramatic versatility. Born in 1904, she rose from humble beginnings and early flapper roles in the silent film era to become a top box office draw by the 1930s and 1940s. Crawford reinvented herself several times throughout her career, with one of her most acclaimed performances coming in Mildred Pierce, 1945, which earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. She often portrayed strong, determined women who faced emotional and personal hardship with resilience. Other standout films include Possessed, 1947, Grand Hotel, 1932, and Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, 1962, where she starred opposite her real-life rival Bette Davis. Off-screen, Crawford was as famous for her strict discipline and intense persona as for her roles. Her legacy remains one of grit, glamour, and relentless drive in Hollywood history. Vivien Leigh was a captivating and gifted actress of Hollywood's golden age, best known for her unforgettable performances in two of cinema's most iconic roles. Born in 1913 in British India, she brought intensity, intelligence, and emotional depth to every part she played. Leigh's breakout role came as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, 1939, where she portrayed the strong-willed Southern belle with fiery passion, earning her first Academy Award. Her second Oscar came for her haunting portrayal of the fragile and tragic Blanche DuBois in A Streetcar Named Desire, 1951, a role she first played on stage in London. Though her filmography was relatively small, each performance was marked by a striking presence and technical brilliance. Off-screen, Leigh battled mental illness throughout her life, even as she remained a celebrated stage actress and was married to actor Laurence Olivier. Her legacy endures as a symbol of beauty, talent, and emotional power. Lauren Bacall was a sultry and sophisticated star of Hollywood's golden age, known for her smoky voice, sharp wit, and magnetic screen presence. Born in 1924 in New York City, she made a sensational film debut at just 19 in To Have and Have Not, 1944, opposite Humphrey Bogart, whom she would later marry. Their on- and off-screen chemistry became legendary, and they starred together in several classics including The Big Sleep, 1946, Dark Passage, 1947, and Key Largo, 1948. Bacall's look, chin down, eyes up, became an iconic gesture of confidence and allure. While she often played strong, mysterious women in film noir, her career spanned decades, and she also earned acclaim on Broadway later in life. Off-screen, Bacall was admired for her intelligence, independence, and candor. With timeless style and talent, Lauren Bacall left an indelible mark on Hollywood, representing both glamour and genuine strength. Barbara Stanwyck was one of the most talented and versatile actresses of Hollywood's golden age, known for her emotional depth, strength, and commanding presence. Born in 1907, she overcame a difficult childhood to become one of the most respected stars of classic cinema. Stanwyck's film career spanned a wide range of genres, from melodramas and comedies to thrillers and westerns. She earned critical acclaim for her performance in Stella Dallas, 1937, earning her first Academy Award nomination, but her most iconic role came in Double Indemnity, 1944, where she played the cunning femme fatale Phyllis Dietrichson in one of film noir's defining classics. Stanwyck was nominated for 4 Oscars during her career and later received an honorary Academy Award in 1982. Known for her professionalism, toughness, and authenticity, she was admired by peers and directors alike. Barbara Stanwyck remains a symbol of resilience and raw talent in Hollywood history. Greta Garbo was one of the most enigmatic and iconic actresses of Hollywood's golden age, renowned for her beauty, mystique, and deeply expressive performances. Born in Sweden in 1905, Garbo began her career in European cinema before transitioning to Hollywood in the 1920s, quickly becoming a major silent film star. Her haunting presence and subtle emotional depth helped her seamlessly move into talkies, where her rich, accented voice added to her allure. Garbo's most acclaimed roles include Camille, 1936, where she played a doomed courtesan with heartbreaking grace, and Ninotchka, 1939, a rare comedic performance in which her icy persona softened with charm. She was nominated for 3 Academy Awards and received an honorary Oscar in 1955. Famously reclusive, Garbo retired from acting at age 36 and lived the rest of her life out of the spotlight. Her legacy as a timeless screen legend remains unmatched in its mystery and elegance. Jean Harlow was the original blonde bombshell of Hollywood's golden age, known for her sex appeal, comedic timing, and bold screen presence. Born in 1911, she rose to fame in the early 1930s with her platinum blonde hair and sassy, street-smart characters that captivated Depression-era audiences. Harlow starred in a string of successful films for MGM, including Red Dust, 1932, opposite Clark Gable, and Dinner at 8, 1933, where she stood out in a star-studded ensemble cast. She had a natural flair for both comedy and drama, effortlessly blending glamour with a down-to-earth charm. Despite her bombshell image, Harlow was also known for her warmth and professionalism on set. Her life and career were tragically cut short when she died at just 26 from kidney failure in 1937. Even in her brief career, Jean Harlow left a lasting impression on Hollywood, paving the way for future screen sirens like Marilyn Monroe.